I'm a painter.
I'm a musician.
I am a dancer.
I am a potter.
I'm a visual alchemist.
I'm a director. I think Baltimore's art scene is one of its best kept secrets. And I think if there's one thing we need to do is shout from the rooftops that great art happens here.
I ended up in Baltimore. I was living in New Orleans in the late 90s, and I decided I wanted to move to the East Coast. And within a year, myself and 11 of my friends had moved from all over the country to Baltimore to do the same thing.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I am originally from the Annapolis area. I went to Goucher College with a lot of the bros, and now we all live in the Charles Village and Station North areas, having a blast making rock operas.
I ended up in Baltimore after living in Washington, D.C. for 2 years and managing an art gallery there. And finally one day I looked around and the realization hit me that I just needed more freaks in my life. And by that I mean I wanted to be able to walk out the door and encounter interesting people. So I moved here and I found that.
We're really close to so much. We're close to DC, we're close to Philadelphia, we're close to New York. And I think that's so important for artists because, you know, we can actually afford to live here, we can afford to make our work here.
When I invite artists to come to the Maryland Institute to lecture where I teach, oftentimes they come down and they see the size of the space that I'm able to have here in Baltimore, and they're just sort of, you know, they compare it to their living situation in New York, and they're constantly jealous.
I'm not a city planner, and I feel that there's probably people who are more educated about it than I am that can speak to the way that artists go into abandoned spaces or cities that are in decay and revitalize them simply by living there, establishing communities, and then demanding resources.
Collaborating with other artists in Baltimore has had a profound effect on me as a person and as an artist.
Collaboration is not just amongst other artists, but it's with institutions across the board. It can be as simple as working with schools to do love project murals. It can be working with other arts education programs to create opportunities for students to get involved with the arts. It can be working with a bank to get permission to do a mural in their parking lot.
We need art in our lives.
The BMA and the Walters are now completely free, which is huge.
I brought my family here from Cleveland to attend Artscape, and they were looking around like, this is so great because we didn't have a festival like that in Cleveland, Ohio, not free.
It is irrefutable, the impact that the cultural sector has on the economy of any town, of any city, and of any country. And Baltimore is not an exception to that.
I think Baltimore's cultural community needs more promoters of art.
When I graduated from Morgan State, I took a job actually working at Citigroup, and I decided that I had to still do something to give back to the community. In 2007, I actually quit my job at Citigroup to dedicate my life to the Baltimore arts community. So it was something that I, was very passionate about. I grew up knowing the importance and how the arts can change people's lives, and it helps you to really see the human experience a little bit better. So it's something that I found to be very important, a part of my duty.
I can't imagine being anywhere else or trying to recreate this kind of a life anywhere else.
I feel like the community here has supported me, and I feel like this is my place.
Well, we're committed to staying in Baltimore to see, some of the visions of our young people and of our community come to fruition.
I think we're poised. We're really poised here to kind of make a big splash within the next 5 years. The investment and the energy here amongst the big and the small it's if exploited correctly, will really be something exciting.
To the naysayers who say art's smart, I say you need to open your eyes and understand that there is so much beauty in this world, and art is the place that beauty can be made known.
Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba